you should stalk the recruiters online.
Does it higher my chances if I have articles, for example, on LinkedIn to get noticed? Let's say I produce I write a lot of articles.
So if you are in a industry where you're producing content,
yeah,
of course.
Or if you apply for a PR job.
Exactly. So if I can have evidence of your skills and abilities before even meeting you, as in I can read your content, read your press releases, etc. Again, that gives me another reason to call you versus someone who has an identical CV, right, but with no content online that I can find.
Right. What if I've spoken on it? Sorry.
So it definitely helps.
Okay. What if I've spoken on a TEDx talk?
I think that helps as well. I think so. TEDx specifically, there's a lot of prestige around it.
Yeah.
So if you see someone who has done a TED talk, you automatically assume that they must be good. They must be good. But even non-content related jobs, if I'm hiring a data analyst and I see that they've written an article about a new function within data analytics, it makes me think, wow, this person is up to date. They're passionate about the industry, and maybe I should give them a call.
So within the profile, it's like stand out. Obviously, you're qualified for the job. You write a lot of articles that's relevant to whatever job.
Advice. Put out your advice.
Right,
yeah.
and like what else? You go for conferences.
But the articles themselves can also be a way for recruiters to find you.
Yes.
So if you're on LinkedIn constantly, you constantly see all these updates of new articles and new posts, and you might see this data analyst has written an article, and then you're not hiring. But then 5 months later, you kind of go, oh, I remember seeing that guy wrote an article. Mm-hmm. Let me try and remember who that guy was. So even if you're not specifically using it to find a job, becoming or taking efforts to become well known within your specialization is always going to help you find jobs in the future. So I definitely recommend people write articles, do interesting posts about what they do. Yeah. They often take less than 10 minutes a day. Yeah.
Let's say you got it and you're at the interview and there's a sea of people there going for the same job. That's a whole other hurdle, right? So if let's just say I'm a pretty young thing, right?
You are.
I know, right? So Juanita's there with me going for the same job, right? What will make us stand out? Because we already stand out among a crowd of people, right? Let's just say. And there's only one person, you're only going to hire one. What would that be?
So my generic advice to you,
Back down to
there's lots of unconscious bias. There's lots of things that you could play up to, but maybe morally you shouldn't.
But in this climate,
in this climate, the most important thing is preparation. So you have to know the company inside out. You should stalk the recruiters online and the hiring manager online if you know who the hiring manager is. And you should anticipate all the questions that they're going to ask. So you should be researching, Googling interview questions, and then thinking, what is a good response to this question?
Right.
And imagining if you were hiring for that position, what questions would you ask? And therefore, how would I answer that question?
It's a big poker game.
Poker is maybe not the right analogy, but definitely it's a bit.
Yeah, no, it's not poker. You bluff, right? So maybe.
But you're not bluffing, right? You're not lying. You're using the experience that you have to make yourself sound as good as possible, but doing it before the interview.
And as a candidate, if let's say I am going for an interview, is it annoying for me to ask you these questions? Ask you for maybe a rundown? I don't know.
For me, no.
I'd be impressed actually.
So
forward thinking. Yeah.
So,
but I mean, you ask lots of questions about the company.
How can I prepare for the interview? Yeah.
Because I ask a lot of questions, and I'm worried it comes off.
A lot of people get into HR and recruitment because they really enjoy the study of people behavior, and they've got a genuine empathy. They care about people, and when people ask them for help, they love it. Even if they can't help, just the fact that someone sees them as someone who could help them it's really good for your ego, and you really feel good that this person has felt that you are the person that can help.
That's actually a good social psychology trick, right? The instant you ask someone a question and they're able to help you, automatically you set this motion in their mind that, oh, okay, I like you a bit more because I was able to help you out. So actually, in the long run, that could actually play to your benefit as well, right? Because you get them to like you more.
Definitely. But the problem is, you also get people in HR and recruitment who wound up there by accident.
Right.
They're not passionate about the job.
How do you wind up in HR by accident?
It happens. In all other types of careers.
You told me to go to the left door, I went to the right door, and poof, I'm in HR. Jeez.
Just end up not liking people anymore at some point.
And some recruiters just care about KPIs. They have to interview X amount of people per week. They have to offer X amount of people a week. So when they have someone which is causing them extra work, like asking them lots of questions, sending them emails that need a reply, they just think, I can't be bothered.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Glad you liked it. Now, if you want to check out a full discussion on all our other episodes, click right here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.